Thank you for tuning in to another edition of the Vulcan Report. This end of day report is for trading on Thursday, August the 25th, 2016. You're looking at a Bitcoin chart here, and you can see that it's been steadily weakening pretty much every day. And here we are now. The market's looking like it wants to test this support here around the 567 level. Excuse me. And if that happens, if this breaks, then you're going to see it fall precipitously down toward that 500. This spike low here is eventually in the process of being tested if the supports are taken out. So this is one of those situations right now. The Bitcoin is at 575.28. Again, everybody is being held hostage by the Fed, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. It's just more, manipulation, making up numbers, speaking without speaking, hinting without saying, yeah, we're going to raise the rate. No, we're not going to raise the rate. It's just a, musical chairs, merry-go-round, never-ending saga of what they will or won't do. I'm still of the opinion that I don't believe that they can or will ever raise rates, because that would absolutely, positively kill the market. That's just me. So, moving on to now the US dollar. Alright, switching our focus now to the US dollar. As you can see, not a whole lot to talk about until Friday. Markets held hostage all week until Friday. Nothing happening here. We're just in a holding pattern below the Kumo cloud, which is bearish. Overhead resistance is at 95.37. Alright, looking here at gold, you can see it's in the Kumo cloud on the daily chart. It's managed to get itself in this predicament. So this is the Kumo cloud of death. And you can see that it is slowly creeping deeper into it, but it's elongating sideways, kind of locked in here below the long-term support on the daily chart. But when you look at the big picture, looking at the longer term view, you can see it's not even testing the trend line. So there's really nothing to talk about here, and you're in the oversold level. Silver, on the other hand, has bested that first support level. Strong support is at the 1802, so it still has a way to go to hit that, and it's also in the oversold level. Who knows what the Fed's going to do? Can it go even further and test the long-term trend line support of 1705? Absolutely it can. GLD, same as the gold futures, it has not tested that trend line. Still has a way to the downside that it can go before getting ready to take off to the next level. I don't suppose we'll see that tomorrow. We could see some volatility, but I don't see the the metals taking off to new highs tomorrow unless the Fed just says something outrageous. Alright, looking at the SLV again, we still have that gap to contend with. Markets moving slightly down again, a little bit more, moving toward that trend line support. And the market is oversold, so it could still fall some more and get down to the trend line here before heading back up again. It's just tough to say right now. Anything goes right now, but it's still in the bullish makeup. There's no technical devastation on the chart. It's just a correction. That's it. Alright, looking here, you can see that the GDX is looking just like the silver as far as its technical makeup right now. It's testing the trend lines here, so it should be able to find some support right here around this level before bouncing higher. But then again, it could also come down here and test the trend line support. Not a problem in a bull market. You typically have prices wanting to retreat back to their support lines. That happens when it's building momentum like a staircase going to the next level. All right, looking at the junior gold miners, it's already starting to try to retrace back up again after touching its support. So we could definitely see that. The market could rest somewhere mid-bar by the close tomorrow, unless, like I said, the Fed says something outrageous or does something outrageous. All right, looking at the silver miners, same situation, so for it did not quite touch the support bar, and it's already trying to retrace back up. We'll see if it can do it and close out the week off of the lows. All right, looking at the junior silver miners, same thing, same scenario. And the JDST totally flatlined on a long-term chart. You would have to actually go in and do one of these numbers to see that it's, it's not doing a whole lot. This is just an intraday 4-hour chart. Not a lot to see here, it's just, it had this huge, spike down, and it's starting to try to climb back up and retrace again. It could really get some momentum going if it can break 28.21 though. So we'll look and see. Like I said, tomorrow is a wild card because we don't know what's going to happen with the Fed. All right, looking at your JNUG, same thing. Came down low. Now it's bouncing off the support line. Can it break out and go back up to the 23.35 overhead resistance? We'll have to wait and see. All right, looking at your nugget, same thing. Came down, bounced off the lows, trying to make its mind up. Is it going to head lower? What is it going to do? I have to tell you, all this is really going to be contingent upon what the futures do in the overnight. What the silver futures and gold futures do, that's going to be your contingent. If they can gather some strength and some momentum and head back to the upside, then that'll help lift this. All right, here's your dust. And this is an interesting chart. We were down here, and then we just exploded up here, with the repricing and everything. So this is going to be interesting. It doesn't change the overall momentum and flow of the market. It's just one of those situations. So I don't know. Like I said, the metals could really get a lift, in the overnight markets. The repricing and calculations and splits and reverse splits, they really don't have a lot to do with anything when it comes to these particular securities. All they're doing is being repriced. So one way to look at it would be when the gold breaks out again, dust is just setting up so you can short it again. So instead of feeling like you can't short it because it's below 10 bucks, it's up here at 30s now. So when gold takes off again, you just go in here and you sell this and you buy the nugget. That's how you do it. Alright, so with that said, remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And let's see if there's some fireworks tomorrow on Take Back Friday. Peace.